we're getting in for the next battle. AxleMC131 versus Orikson. I recognise one of those names, and that's Versus. I know who Versus is. So let's go into it. We have the Axle's artillery group with fighters. Let's have a quick check. Oh, that's a different Lasher. Okay, let's go into it with the Venture artillery cruiser using 1 Graviton beam, 2 Harpoon MRMs, 2 dual flag cannons, and of course 2 Harpoon MRM pods. With 1 mining pod auxiliary wing using civilian grade hull. That's a bad one. Civilian grade hull. Oof. Surveying equipment, ECCM package, and expanded missile racks. Then we have the EMP artillery destroyer, the Enforcer, using 1 heavy mauler, 2 hypervelocity drivers, 2 flag cannons, and 4 Salamander MRMs using the ECCM package. Then of course we have the AXR Delectation. I like that name, it's very weird. The Lasher class Buster. We have 3 of these using a Vulcan, 2 railguns, and 2 Sabos using the ECCM package, the expanded missile racks, and the insulated engine assembly. But of course we also have 1 elite frigate using a railgun, 2 Vulcans, 2 light assault guns, and 2 Salamander MRMs using the ECCM package and the insulated engine assembly. And finally we have the Condor with 1 Salamander MRM, 1 railgun, 2 broadsword heavy fighter wings winning the ECCM package. So the Venture is going in with the civilian hull. That's going to be interesting. The AXR Murder Hobo. I didn't even notice that. And then we have the glorious Rimmers, who love to do the rim stuff, if you know what I mean. Let's have a quick check. We have nothing similar. So let's go in with the Elevation class Disabler cruiser. Using 1 Tachyon Lance, 2 tactical lasers, 2 lightning guns, 2 burst PD lasers, and of course 4 Salamander MRMs, and a Claw fighter wing. And it is running a Xeno Warfare design, high resolution sensors, surveying equipment for some reason, integrated targeting units, and a resistant flux conduits. And then of course we are running a Mirth class heavy survivor frigate. We'll see, using a tactical laser, 2 cryo emitters, 2 IR pulse lasers, with Xeno Warfare design, flux distributor, hardened subsystems, integrated targeting units, and resistant flux conduits. And of course we have our ever so favourite Communion class support cruiser. Carrier. Cruiser? We'll go with carrier. Using 2 Salamander MRMs, 2 burst PD lasers, 1 longbow kinetic bomber wing, 1 Wasp interception drone wing, and 1 Claw fighter wing. Using Xeno Warfare design and expanded deck crew. So we have 4 different fighter types. We have the Claw fighters with the Ion. We have the Wasps with the PD and the proximity mines. We have the Claw fighters with the... we have 2 sets of Claw fighters with the Ions. And some longbow kinetic bombers with the Sabos and the burst PDs. Is everybody ready for this battle? Let's get into it! Maybe there'll be no more actual instant deaths. I want to see more victories and less shames. Orikson versus AxleMC. 147 versus 148. Looking at 1700 difference. Not much in the way of price value, but a big thing in the way of ship value. As you can see here, we have 3 with 4 sets of fighters versus 3, 6, 8 with 3 sets of fighters. It's 8 versus 3 and 4 versus 3 fighter wise. Let's see what happens. So the Hound is going straight into it. Looks really off with that big gun on the front. It really does. Oh, the fighters are going to get it. Oh, are they going to get it? Oh! The fighters are saying hello! The fighters are saying hello! They're backing away. The fighters are backing away. The fighters aren't doing enough damage on their Hounds. Oh! Oh, the first Lasher is being engaged by the Elevation. It doesn't have a head for height. The Lasher's gone down because of the elevation. Okay, the fighters are engaging. The fighters are engaging. It can't bring them down to its PD. Luckily, it has the Murph. Not sure what it's laughing at, but there you go. The Communion is actually doing quite serious damage against anything near it. Not enough to destroy it, but enough to slow it down. Okay, the elevation has got distracted by a Lasher. The fighters are coming in. We have the Communion over here. Dealing with... Are you still the Hound? Yes, dealing with the Hound and 2 Lashers. The Adventure has done sod all so far. Oh, the Lasher has been engaged. The fighters are in. The fighters are in. It's gone. The Murder Hobo has just been murdered. Everyone remember that? The Murder Hobo has been murdered. Okay, so we have a Hound. The Communion is... Is it smoking? No, it's just building more ships. The elevation needs to be destroyed. The elevation is just slowly picking things off. Where's the Murph? There's the Murph. The Murph has found... Oh, the Murph has found the Hound. There'll be no Game of Thrones comeback for him. What are we doing over here? So that's still going fine. The Communion is... What's it doing? It's firing and missing at the ships. Are you using your heavier weapons against ships and fighters? My god. Oh, the Hound went down. The Hound is not coming back. I'm afraid to say Game of Thrones has lost yet another star. Oh, and for those asking it, I did change the command of one of your officers like you asked. You did ask for that on one of your ships, you did it wrong. It was changed before the battles began and before the tournament began. Oh, an adventure. The armor's holding pretty well. These fighters can't do anything to it. In fact, the adventure's doing nothing. It's just sitting there going, I can take it. The Venture has been EMP'd out of existence. It can't even retaliate. How are we doing over here? Okay, you're doing well. You have no... Do you have any armor damage? You're flashing slightly. You might have armor damage. I know. It can't do a thing, but it's just like, just being picked on now. Just being picked on. Look at it. You'd at least hope that the delectation would do something. Oh, over here we have another... Oh. The hoverfly is being butchered. How are we doing over here? The Communion is still escaping. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where the Condor was. Oh, another Lasher went down. Another Lasher went down. Oh, God. Look at that. Looks beautiful in battle, though. Oh! The missiles are coming in. Oh, the missiles and the fighters. There it is. Fighter support has been cancelled. Christmas has been ended. Shore leave has been finished. Unfortunately, you still have to get your friend a Secret Santa gift. I'm sorry to say, but there you go. How's the Enforcer doing? The Enforcer is being mangled. Oh my god, he's in trouble here. That's putting it lightly. That noise is going to drive me insane. How are we doing? We're doing vaguely well. The Enforcer has gone down. There we go. How are we doing over here? I can't target them. There we go. Bloody wasps. There we go. Got the community targeted. The Adventure is still alive and the arm is barely damaged. It is doing well for civilian grade hull. In fact, the delectation is going down. The Murph is laughing at its death, but that's what you get when you bring the Murph to war. Looks to me like it's just his left. Okay, the armor's gone on the left flank. The right flank is still holding steady. It can't do a thing. All of its weapons are going on and offline. Yeah, you are in trouble. Look at you. The Black Prince is kind of dying. My God. Armor's down, armor's down. It's fine taking hits from all directions. Ooh. Orikson shamed AxleMC. Oh, that was painful. That was painful. So that pack of fighters was vicious. The claws defending the longbows really helped out. So we're going to go into the next part of the battle, see if we can get another shame, or we can see if victory is taken by the artillery group. Let's do this. Then we'll talk about it. AxleMC versus Orikson. How are we going to do? 148 versus 147. After this battle I will of course have to get a drink because my throat is feeling like death. Did something to me I can't name out loud. But yeah, Orikson is going to be needing some more fighters and bombers. Or maybe some real gunships, I'm not quite too sure at this point in time. But so far, no battle has gone 2-1. At best we've seen a ship die to invalidate a shame. That's all we've seen so far. It's been 2-0 every battle. So there you go. Yeah, his entire combat is literally in the elevation. If the elevation ever gets, you know, mass swarmed, he's in serious trouble. Because even the Murph is basically just fire support. But there you go. The Adventure's holding back. What do we have over here? Nothing? Or are we going to see reversal of fortunes? We're seeing a lot of flux building up. Oh, never mind. Nothing's in range to attack it. How are we doing? Okay, we've got a very weird shield wall going on here. Come on. It looks to me like all of the frigates have been given escort orders. Yep, all the frigates have been given escort orders. They're refusing to leave. Is there anything else on the field? Oh, there it is. I was wondering where the last one was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's all here. Just making sure. Where's he going? Where are you going? Where the hell are you? There's a battle down below. Do you know this? Okay. Just floating away. Well, well, the Lud's computer hound went down. The computer's dead. That's a shame. Is it coming back? It's vaguely coming back. It's waited for its friends to die before coming back. What a scumbag. The fighters are sticking heavily together. The frigates are vaguely enjoying life. But not as we know it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're all here. I don't know why I keep miscounting. Miscounting. How are we doing? How are we doing? Let's see. The Enforcer is not really doing much. The Adventure is actually tanking. We're not really seeing much. It's very much right now. We have a lot of fighters over here. The figure... Nope. Nope. Hello. Welcome to whatever. Just watching him. Look at him. The AI is working. You can see it physically targeting ships and so on. It's blatantly working, but he's trying to retreat. The AI has decided it just doesn't want to do anything anymore. Another lasher has gone down. The Venture is being hit in the face. The Enforcer is doing nothing. The other lasher over here, I think, is trying to retreat as well. The lashers have all decided to leave. Oh, there goes another lasher. Lucy's dead. That's a shame. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Is he back yet? Nope. I can't believe I have to look out for the bloody thing. How are we doing? The fighters are actually engaging the... I've forgotten your name. The elevation. It's not yet at the edge of the map. Actually, I can't see it this version, can I? Never mind. It might be. We'll have to go and have a look at it. I think it is trying to retreat. That one over there is also trying to retreat. So we'll have to speed things up in a second after this dies. Or those die. In fact, they're trying to retreat as well, aren't they? Look at them. He put a butch report into the morning section. I like big butts and I cannot lie. I want you guys to know. The Dearest Forsaken has died. Dearest Forsaken? Who named these ships? I like it. My Dearest Forsaken. Please remember me in your time of death. Okay, the fighters are engaging each other. As you can see, the Venture is taking the hits. It's going to take a long time for it to actually die, because the Venture does have good armour despite having a civilian hull for some reason. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone. And Noni Namja 1, thanks for the follow. May you live slightly longer. Welcome to the tournament. Welcome to the Fallen. How are we doing? What are we doing? Who are we doing? That's for the Big Butch report to find out. Quick zoom out. Is it back in battle? Oh, was that it? Is it back in battle? Oh, there's the coward! The coward finally joined the battle now when his friends are dead. I'm pretty sure that's the coward just there. The Devourer. Bloody thing. Waited for everyone else to die and then came back. We'd have to do some speed up, I'm afraid to say. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone. Wait, is that the coward? They're both just abandoning ship. Phil and Hood, thanks for following. May you live slightly longer. Welcome to the Fallen. Welcome to the tournament. Yeah, that's a different coward. One's left and then come back, and the other one's decided it doesn't like it either. Thank you. Okay, we're going to slow it down now because the battle's actually happening. Look at that smoke. Look at that fire. Smell the death pouring off of that ship as it weapons all power back on. The score is currently 1-0 for this fight. The last battle went a lot quicker. The Venture's down! The mistletoe is down! He did not get kissed under it. I like how ships just break apart. Oh. The Condor, the LA Chieftain. LA Chieftain? Interesting name. The LA Chieftain is alive. But only just. Fiery, deathy, full of weirdie, and gone. How are we doing with that coward? Speeding up, speeding up. Because I thought you're good. Oh! The fighters have it! The fighters have it! Orikson shamed AxleMC. 2-0 for Orikson.